Alright, let's carry on our nice Star Key Room adventure. This is Life Break as usual, and welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 3, part 36. Okay, in this part we're going to explore the upper floor of the star room that we had first encountered on the second floor. Which, I know doesn't sound Imperium, especially for those of you, if you just randomly jumped into this episode. I kind of feel sorry for you, because you're like, you're only on the second and first floor on episode 30, what? How are you still here? This is a different area, of course, in case you couldn't recognize it. And then I know there's people like that who just randomly jump in somewhere, and they're wondering, hey, wait, he's still on the first floor? I don't want to watch this. No, don't think of that. Anyways, let's get off people who may just jump in at this randomly and get on with people who watch this regularly. Okay, there's a bunch of golden idols around here. And of course, you get within a certain range of them, they're gonna go aggro on your face and you're be eaten alive by these things. They're gonna be everywhere, and preferably you don't want to fight them here. Because unless you can find a way to fight them one at a time, which is hard, then it kind of gets dangerous. So try to avoid them at all costs. Now, when you're here, you're going to want to map intensively. Map every intersection you can, mark where there is a passage, where there isn't a passage. You want to map it as clear and clear-cut as possible. You do not want to leave a single detail out. See, I can see that so far. Try to map thoroughly. And remember, the FOEs are everywhere. You turn one direction, there's going to be an FOE that way, I guarantee you. So let's start by gathering one's attention. They're slow, like the Abyssal Death, kind of slow. So you're going to want to outmaneuver them in the fashion as you would Abyssal Death. And remember to kind of like back up like this so that they continue following you the most ineffective way possible. You want to make sure that they're taking the least effective way possible and you're taking the most effective way. As you can see now, there's a FOE all the way over there, and guess what? He saw you. They pretty much at the sight of Rook's distance. And running into fights here is extremely dangerous, so if you can, try to run from any fights you encounter while you're in this little episodic area. Alright, I believe this is our turn. There's areas around here, but not one is important. There is no important areas, it's just a big giant maze. And you're trying to find the exit on the other side. So go here, there's one over there. This is very similar looking to where we have just been. Doesn't it, though? Seriously? Okay, we want to go this way. There's an FOE right there. I thought I just... oh, boy. You little goits. Okay, this is kind of a tough situation. Looks like we're going this way! Oh, preemptive strike. I have a turn or two to try to get rid of these guys as fast as possible. I don't see why I can't pass that up. Hellfire Ethic Charge combo, and maybe they'll die from just that. Hopefully they will. I hope so. They better. Okay, good. Awesome. It's just what I wanted to see. Octopus's horn. That's interesting. And we killed the ring limmer, decided it didn't want to pop down its item. Lots of these things do not feel like popping their items. Follow me! Kill me! Come on, follow me. If you can get them all in a line, it gets easier to get to the exit, but of course it gets harder to make them form a line when they start popping ahead of you and stuff. Oh boy. Okay. That was kind of stupid. But sometimes you gotta do stupid things to continue, don't you? And it does crazy stuff. I'm not sure if there was an intersection back there. Does something like this. There's a wall next to us. There's the wall's there. That wall's here. This wall's here. It probably goes that way. Probably turns the corner there. And goes that way. Don't know anything much else about that way. We want to go this way. Then you go down this way. I hope there isn't an FOE around that corner, because that would suck. And it goes that way. That might not exist anymore. Ay. Oh man, mapping this place. It's a nightmare. Which is why this won't be properly mapped until towards the end game. And I can just kind of click these off as chumps. Then you go this way. Oh, right. We survived. Kind of. They're still going to be following us for a little bit of distance, but we're far enough away from them to deal with this fight. I'm sure. Let's kill them. Okay, the octopus has an AoE physical attack. That's kind of hard to come by. So, yeah. Got striped tail. Awesome. Sweet. Let Monarch... pretty much just letting Monarch March heal us from this day forward. As our passive healer between fights. It's extremely effective. Oh boy, shortcut central. Okay, there's obviously a shortcut right here. That leads you all the way back to the glorious right here. Which allows you to skip a whole having to go down to the second floor to just get back up here. Highly recommend getting this shortcut while you're exploring this area, especially since there is a good reward at the end of all of this. Yes, there is a reward at the end of all of this. A reward for your patience. And possibly how many times you've died. Also, if you feel like you're doing badly on like TP or something, that's the greatest exit in the history of ever. So, yeah. Recommendations all over the place. Oh boy, this little area. I almost completely forgot how to get past them here. Yeah, there's an FOE on the top road and the bottom road, but not the middle road. And it's kind of self-explanatory what you gotta do. You gotta lure the bottom one out of the way so you can get through. But it's not always that easy. Especially if you screw up the first time you play this and you have to start over. Alright, come here. Come here, you poor insignificant loser. Okay, great. Then make a dash for it. Now the one over here knows where you are, and he's gonna start following you too. And we're about to run into a fight, so we gotta make sure we run from it. And something like this. I mean, you could enter from any side. In fact, you could probably get away with killing that golden idol, not have to worry a little tiny bit about the other one, but I recommend just doing that. Because, as I said, even though the chance of them petrifying to petrify wipe you is small with party refresh and Therica bees, it's just that even it does happen, so yeah, we'll try not to die. Okay, we're quite a distance. I don't see how we can't do this fight, so charge tactic. Now be careful, the ring lemurs have an attack that will, needless to say, make your day worse. Let's try Binary Thunder. And yeah, it's not pretty when they do it, but you know it happens. Let's lower their physical damage. Don't see why not. Charge tactic, vom, 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 vom. I just got that. I hate it when they do that. Use charge tactic, and then they use their tactic that lowers your offense, so it's back to normal. Well, they're not weak to that. Okay, line heal. Binary ice? Anything? Primal drums? Stop that! Stop doing that! Jeez! I hate it when they lower their offense like crazy. They don't even hurt that much. They just lower your offense and it's annoying. Annoying. Well, I'm gonna guess that lobster is weak to fire at this point. Okay, party refresh. We don't want half of our people being freaking paralyzed. Of course, our offense is already lowered, so I'm not gonna do it now. And at this point, there's like this one skill. Don't quite remember the name of it, but the Princess gets it. That allows you to get rid of your debuffs to heal your party's TP or something like that. That would be extremely helpful right now. And in a second, we'll be able to do Etheric Charge Hellfire and just get these guys out of here. Which will be great. Because I am getting really tired of this. Because this set just drives me insane. Alright. So we do Hellfire, we do Etheric Charge, and they both die in a fire. That's great. We like that. Stop lowering my offense. No, I hate these things because of that. I think I already said that, but it's good to be redundant in this case, because now you feel my pain. Look, it even lowers the offense of my Hellfire. It's just not... I don't like it. Forest Shrimp, Blue Shell, awesome. Vincent is running out of TP, so I need to stop using debuffs on him. Darn it. I like using debuffs on him. It makes him useful. Because those debuffs were like half the reason I was able to live through that fight so well. Because I was able to lower their offense so they wouldn't do so much damage to me. I don't know if like his skills get cheaper as they go on, or if they started high. I don't remember anymore. I think they're getting more costly as it goes, but you know, Vincent needed to be useful somehow. So I made him useful. What's your story? Okay, you wanna grab in this one, go get his attention, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Take this one, get its attention, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, and go all the way around. It's kind of hard to do, because the one in the middle row can sometimes be stingy like that and stay in his row when you don't want him to be. You want him to follow you, so he's taking the most effective route possible. Of course, the AI in this game is smart enough to take the most effective route possible whenever it can. Since it's not perfect, that it makes it, you know, easier. And of course, I mapped this wrong, so. Okay, we're gonna go this way. It's kind of the same going that way, except this is a different direction than that, and that's a direction that is not a I don't know where I was going with that, but you know, this in that direction happens, and I don't care anymore. Just no, I'm getting chased. Don't care. You're just gonna. I hope that's not a leg bind. Well, I don't care about the offense drop because I'm trying to run away. This isn't gonna end well, is it? Okay, there. Good. I like it when people run away. Oh, great. Now we're here. Oh, boy. And now this one's already on my case. So it's like, hi, I'm on your case. And I'm like, oh, why are you on my case? Because I can be. So then you have to go this way, and you're gonna want to attract this loser's attention. I'm gonna step in front of them. This is, once again, one of those AI trickings that you have to stay as close to them as possible so they take the most ineffective route as possible. Kind of thing that I've been mumbling about for now. For now, so just take their AI, go like this, lure them to go, make them go in the most ineffective direction possible. Step in front of him, you know, all that jazz. To make sure that they're going the most ineffective direction as possible. And as you can see, the lower one decided to take in the middle path would be great, but we just barely scathed them, so happy about that. Usually that would end in a disaster. And you make it through. That is probably one of the hardest FOEs that you have to get by in this game in order to get something good. And yes, there's good stuff at the end of this. Trust me. You're gonna love the rewards at the end of this. Now, of course, you have a nice little shortcut break. And I, of course, am going to take complete and total advantage of it. Because, well, Vincent's, like, almost out of TP, so let's just go to town, heal real fast, get right back in there. You know, nothing harmful. Just rest the morning. Boom, everyone's back to full health, and then we go back in, and it's like, alright, we're back at full health. And we're actually almost done with all this shabam with the star key stuff. So yeah, look at that beautiful map on the first floor. This is the first floor. Come on. You thought it ended all the way back in episode, you know, whoever, like 3 or 4, and when I was just actually said, it's like, okay, we're not gonna be here in a while. You thought I was done with the map? Heck no. This map's huge. Takes the entire map for the first floor, just because of that little area. This little area is actually kind of big, but you know. And then you run into this nice big giant room. And you want to know what's beautiful at this room? Treasure. Treasure. Treasure is always beautiful at the end of a room. And so, here's your 2 rewards for, you know, mumbling past all these FOEs and not dying to the golden idols. It's all good. So, you come over here, you get the speed hammer. Well, yeah, that's a speed hammer. Of course, that gets AGI. And of course, yes, you want it. Because, of course, agility is amazing. And if you want your people to go faster, the agility hammer is definitely for you. And over here is another hammer, the luck hammer, which, as it describes, applies luck. Look, the luck hammer is not as great as the agility hammer, but you know, it's still here. They're both hammers, they're both good, they're both required for 100% completion. I mean, everything's required for 100% completion. No, I'm not doing complete, total 100% completion, I'm going to be doing like 80, I'm going to be doing like 90% completion of this game. But you know, it's kind of hard for me to do 100%. Ay. What is this? What is this? I don't even. Well, you just use that to charge. Oh, I used Dark Ether for the first row and I didn't. Oh. I didn't mean to use Dark Ether. I had to make that mistake sometime, I guess, but didn't mean to do it. Jeez, game. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Just use the Binary Thunder. That will kill off all the Venom Shrooms. Supposing she isn't paralyzed this turn, of course. Because we love this game so much. This game loves me so much. Why am I... Oh, right, because they're weaker to magic than they are to physical attacks. That's right. And I blinded him. Sweet. Maybe now he'll be less of a pain in the ass. Attack, 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 attack. Binary Thunder, attack. No, the shrooms are weak to fire, because they are, of course, they are a mushroom, and they resist thunder. But, you know, maybe the... Yeah, okay. So now they're uber weak on health, and I can continue focusing on this guy, and then I'm going to activate Binary Ice for no reason other than I can, and, you know, just because I can. I'm trying to test for weaknesses, and I don't know if the Claw Shape even has a weakness. Okay, he's definitely more resistant. Okay, one fact, the Forest Shrimp is resistant to ice, neutral to lightning. So what's its story with fire? Does it like fire, or does it hate fire? Okay, resistant to ice, normal to thunder, is it weak to fire? No, but it still did a bit more damage. Man, this is crazy. Well, that's because it was an elemental star. Darn it! Now I'm confusing myself. Because the elemental stars, of course, do more damage than the elemental AoEs. And you know what? We have done most of this. That map is going to drive me insane. 1000 EXP. Well, at least the EXP here is good, or at least Vincent's making it good. You know, you can't really tell. Alright, let's try me. Okay, let's try beating this guy up. Don't need second win right now. Attack. Charge tactic, freeze arms. Attack. Hellfire, Etheric charge. I don't know if that'll do any good. Let's try that. I don't know if Hellfire does any good. I'm gonna try. I know his weakness is ice. I don't know if he takes, like, what he does in the case of Hellfire. Well, that was pathetic. Note to self, that's pointless. So let's just actually do an Etheric charge. I probably should have used freeze arms on Gandra. Yeah, I should have. Do you still have your freeze arms? Yes, you do. Okay, great. You grant freeze arms to Kiera. Kiera, you attack. Kiera. Then you use Ice Star. Kiera missed. Genius, isn't it? Ice Star 460. Like that. We like these high numbers. These high numbers make you happy. Just spam Ice Star. 88, yeah. Ooh boy. Shit just got bad. Hopefully he won't kill everyone, which would be the bad result. Okay, good. Good, good, good. And this is the part where having Theracobees is useful. Where is my Theracobees? Yay, Theracobee. Heal Gandra. Now Gandra, you heal Gandra. Kiera, now you heal Gandra. Or rather the entire party, but you know. No. Alright, well there was an intersection back there, which leaded there, that does this, that does this, that does this. See, just kind of do one loop around and you can suddenly map everything. You could map the world if you wanted to. But why would you want to? The world has already mapped itself. Is that it? Can that be everything? I just gotta color it in now. And then it will look nice and pretty. Because we like nice and pretty maps, except when it's the C map. And then you just kind of negligence it. And usually I do this kind of coloring stuff and missing wall stuff off screen. But you know, this time I figure, oh hey, I'll do it on screen once. So they know that I do this every once in a while to help clean up the map so it looks better. Because, I mean, you gotta have that map looking good. If it's not looking good, then what is it? It's definitely a map. It's a map, but it's not as good as if it was colored in. So that'd be it. Yeah, that'd be it. Well guys, this has been LifeRake. Of course, as usual, I thank you for watching. And next time on Let's Play walkthrough of Etrian Odyssey 3, I'm going to go do some sea stuff. And then after that, we'll go to the third stratum. So, see you guys then. Bye bye!